Katie and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If so, you subscribe. The button is down below. I post beauty, lifestyle, sometimes some random videos, a little wild card per se, and I'm super excited about today's video because I'm going to be updating you on my project pan. I've come to some revelations of it and I'm really excited. Just want to do a little side note today just in case, but currently at my house, if you've been following my Instagram story, if you haven't, you should definitely follow me on Instagram. My is at Katiexobeauty. I'll have all my socials right here, so you can just follow me everywhere and we can, you know, chat in addition to YouTube. So if you haven't been following me over there, you wouldn't know this, but we're getting a new fence, so I have a little construction going on outside my house, but I did take some other clips and I thought you couldn't hear it, but if you can hear it, I am sorry, but I'm going to talk loud enough, hopefully where I am the focal point, and hopefully in editing, if there is background noise, I can get rid of it. But I haven't been able to hear it, so I should be able to film without having that be an interruption. Anyways, that's besides the point. Just want to mention that like real quick, but I am going to be doing a project pan update. I've come to some revelations, like I said, and I have some thoughts, and I thought it was time to update. I believe this is update 3, I think so. And as you know from my last update, I said that I will be doing my updates a little bit differently. I will be updating every other month, every month if I have a bunch of updates and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just really excited. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick flash through everything I've used up so far this year. I'm not gonna like go super in depth. I'm just going to quickly just be like, yeah, I've used this up. You know what I mean? I just kind of want to like check back in. So I've used up the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Setting Spray, the Makeup Revolution Satin Powder Thingy, the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer Base, the Manicadar Shadow from Birchbox in Fantasy. Not that it really matters, so it's from Birchbox. This Busted Amani Bye Bye Shine Powder. I've also used up in a pan that palette my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. The NARS Laguna Bronzer. The Becca Highlight and Champagne Pop. The Mini of Origins Ginseng. The Sephora Nude Lip Liner. It's one of their gel liners. The Sephora collection, also their mask. This is a charcoal type mask. The Clinique Pop Lipstick. This one I believe is in Sugar Plum Pop. Sugar Lip Balm in Rosé or Rose. And then the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. And now we're going to go into things I've used up currently since my last update. So the first thing being this, and this is the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. As you can see from here, we started out here and then I ended up getting down there, and then I got to the point where I was scraping it out, and I was making my own DIY lotion with this. Since it's unscented, I would take this, put it in a jar, and then I would put essential oils in it. I did lavender and I really like that. This is not something I would repurchase. I'm just going to say that right off the bat, but I really wanted to use this up because I have so many different lotions and stuff, so this was just something I needed to use up, and I don't really love this anymore. I don't think I will repurchase it, or at least not for a very long time, because I don't really need something like this. And also for the price, I feel like I could get something very similar, like CeraVe or something, so this is not something I would use again, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Then I used up the Too Faced Hangover X Primer. With this, I started out about here, and then I got to down there of it, and then I cut it open, and same thing, I just started scraping it out and stuff, and I think I added this in March, yes, because it says 3/20, I believe, and it took me till May to use, so I must have updated in May because I think I used this up a couple weeks after the last update I filmed, so that makes sense, and we're now in the beginning of July, so it's technically, I did do month to month, I think. It doesn't feel like it, but I think I did. And I also have another one of these that I'm using up. I have like 3 of these, one being a very baby sample, but I have another full size I'm trying to use up with this. I like this primer, but it's not like, I've come to love it as I've used it. This has been my everyday primer since March, and I'm not really picky. I'm not really one that's like, I want to use a different primer every day. It's not my thing. If I love a primer, I will use it every day, but I'm not one where I change up my primer all the time. It's just not me. And I've just just not what I do. So I've been really liking this, and I don't think it really, I think it makes my makeup look more skin-like is why I like it, and I probably wouldn't repurchase it after I'm done using my other one. I kind of want to find like a different primer and stuff and try out new primers. I like to try out new primers, but I also like, if I have to use one up, I'll use one up and stuff, but I don't see it like needed to have like a billion primers in my collection. That's just personally me. And yeah, so I used that up, and that's kind of my spiel with that, but I feel like I made great progress. I don't really know what to say, but that's amazing. And also, by the way, I'm going to be talking about the values of everything I've used up so far and updating you how many things I've used up so far for this 2020 project pan. Okay, so the next thing I used up is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I got this off Mercari. I think I was still in school, so I think I got this off Mercari, I want to say in February, maybe even sooner, I'm not really sure, but it's been sitting in a bag, so it doesn't really look like there's like empty progress because it hasn't been sitting like straight up. But we started out at about here with it and stuff, and then we ended up being down here, and it's at the point, I'm gonna try and open it and see if I can show you, but it's at the point where it's basically transparent. It looks like right now because it's been laying like sideways. Don't mind Cooper, but since it's been laying sideways, it looks like it's full of foundation, but it's literally dry. And also this expired like a year ago. It says 4/19, so over a year ago. So I didn't really feel comfortable at a point using this anymore. Like it felt like it was over expired, which sometimes you could avoid that and stuff depending when you opened it and stuff like that. But since I got the second hand, it had already been opened, so I didn't feel comfortable using it up. So I got to the bottom and I couldn't get anything out without like dumping it on my hand and like aggressively shaking it. So I called this Dunzo, and I got this like with another foundation. So I got it I only paid like I think like $1 for this and stuff with credits I had. So for me, this is an empty for me, and I feel very accomplished, and I always wanted to try out this foundation. I actually didn't end up liking it as much as I did. I went through battles with it where I hated it at first. Well, I didn't hate it, I liked it, but I couldn't find the right combo with it, and I finally found the right combo, and it actually did last longer on my skin, but I probably wouldn't repurchase this. So next I used up the Buxom lip gloss. This is something else that is old because the batch code on this says 62813, which means this was made in 2013. I got it in 2015. It is now 2020, so for me, I felt like this had like a nasty taste and stuff, but I used it all the way up and stuff. As you can see, there's like scratchings in it, and I feel like I did a really good job up. I think I took the stopper out, so I was able to scrape it up even more, and obviously like there is like still residue, but I didn't feel comfortable using it on my lips like the foundation. I didn't really feel comfortable using this anymore because it had such a nasty taste. I honestly don't even like these Buxom lip glosses. Like it was nice. It was a nice plumping effect. It was very minty, but I wouldn't probably buy another one if that makes any sense. But I feel like I had really great progress, and you're going to see, hopefully I have pictures of this. Sometimes I forget to take pictures, but this was like completely full when I started using it, and I think I added it in a couple months ago and stuff, and I was able to use it up like generally quick because I would reapply this like multiple times a day. This is my favorite topper, but I would not get this again. So next I used up the Physicians Formula Butter Highlight. This was another one that was like completely full when I started using this. I made this like my daily highlight even in my last makeup tutorial, or not makeup tutorial, but like my everyday makeup. I used this on my eyelids to use it up, and that's something I did for weeks to use it up, and that really did help. My tip for anybody when you're panning like a highlight is to use it as your eyeshadow or even blush. Use it as eyeshadow because then you can use it up a lot faster. If you use things in multiple different purposes, you can really use them up quickly, and obviously I've used this up because it's literally completely empty. You can see the full pan. This was really nice, but obviously Physicians Formula is not cruelty free. This reminds me a lot of the ColourPop highlighters, which are cruelty free, and I liked this, but I like, obviously since it's not cruelty free, I probably wouldn't get it again, being that I'm going cruelty free, but this was nice to kind of use up. And I have something else from Physicians Formula, which is my last product I'm trying to use up, and it's kind of like a shocker, so I'll get to that. But I was happy to use this up, and I forget when I actually used this up and stuff. I'll put it on the screen. I have all the dates like written down somewhere, but I don't have a with me. if that makes any sense. But happy to use this up again, wouldn't repurchase. Okay, and literally last week I'd used this up, which I was super excited about. I used this up on 6/15. I should have wrote it in that one, like, but I didn't. And this is the Becca Bondi bronzer. I was so excited to use this up because I didn't think it was possible. I honestly thought this, I think I even said in a Project Pan update that I would probably have this in for the rest of the year, that I probably wouldn't use it up. But I did on 6/15, which is only actually a couple days ago, which I was super excited about. I come to love this bronzer, and I believe this was in my Project Pan for half of the year last year, and then this year I made this my primary focus, and I was super excited to like use this up. It became like an everyday thing for me. I use this pretty much every day, and when I hit pan, I was honestly shocked too. Like, it was a long time coming. There was definitely a dent in my pan. The like design was gone, but I didn't know when it would happen, and I was so excited to use it up. Just like how far this product has gone, I was impressed with, and I'm just so happy. I probably wouldn't repurchase this though. I don't know. I'm not like a huge bronzer person, and I always have samples, so I feel like I don't need it. And I also have like a couple contour palettes that I probably could use and stuff. Like, it's not something I would go out and buy again, even though it's a sample I didn't. And then I have one more, which is a super shocker, and this was a couple of days ago. So I've had the lip balm side of this. This is from Trestique. This is their matte color and shiny balm lip crayon. This one is in Florence Fig. I had the lip balm part of it used up for a while, and I'm not a project panner that'll go in with a lip brush and scrape all that out. Like, I'm not that dedicated, like, and stuff, and that's just not me. But this literally fell out on me, so that's where we're at with it. And it fell out on me, and I literally picked it up, put it back in the tube, started using it. I kept doing that, and then eventually it crumbled and shattered. It was not beautiful. So obviously this is done, and it wasn't intentional, but it kind of happened. And I love the packaging on this. Like, can all packaging be like that? Like, it just pops right in, and it's just perfect, and I loved it, but wouldn't repurchase. It's kind of a travesty with that. And wow, this project, oh wait, I'm not done. Duh. I almost saw it. Okay, so that's everything I used up. Now we're gonna go into my updates of everything and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about like my revelations after, but okay, so like I said, I have been panning my second tube of the Too Faced Hangover RX. We started at about here with it. So as you see I wrote that in 5/20/2020, and I think at about right now we're about down to here. So I feel like I've made really good progress with it if we're down to here, which I believe we are. I just need to mark this. I think that is amazing progress, and I use it every day. I use like 2 to 3 pumps and stuff like this. I sometimes even mix this in with my moisturizer to do my makeup quicker, and I really, really, really like this, and I've come to love it, as I said before. And with this one, I suck at keeping track of my uses for stuff, so I never do usage goals because I just suck at that. But I use this every day anyway, so I feel like a usage goal would be literally not effective for me because I already use this every day. It's already in my routine, but I just want to continue to use this, and I would love to have this used up by maybe like, I'm not sure how long it would take me. The other one took me 3 months to use, so I possibly could have this used up by like September and stuff like that, which I feel like that's a good goal, to have it used up by September. But I love this, and yeah, second tube, great. Then I think I added this in off camera. I can't quite remember. Maybe I added it on camera. I can't remember. But this is the Laura Geller Baked Highlighter in like the gelato one, and this one is in Gilded Honey. I remember my mom got this in Birchbox, and I was so jealous, but I've been using this. Yesterday I actually used this as my like lid shade, which I really liked, and it just was super beautiful. And basically the pattern has disappeared a little bit. It's also gotten more flatter, where before it would kind of stick up a little bit, which I think is awesome. And this one, my goal is to use this, I would say 5 times. I don't want to set too high of a goal, and I'm going to try and do these monthly. We'll kind of see. If I have no updates, obviously I'm not going to update you because like that's boring, but I would like to use this at least 5 times. I would like the pattern to disappear a little bit, but this is where we're at it right now. So with it right now, so I'm excited to see where that goes. And that's product number 2. So I've had this in for literally the last couple projects that I've done, but this is the Maybelline lipstick, and I feel like I'm slightly making progress. I feel like compared to last month, I did make a little bit of progress, which I'm very happy about and stuff. I honestly would love for this to be gone by the end of the year. I sometimes use this very softly. Sometimes I will apply this before I like take off my makeup to kind of get a usage out of it if I don't wear it that day, so that when I'm still like using it and stuff. I would just like to get this out of my collection because obviously Maybelline is not cruelty free, and this might actually be one of my last Maybelline products if I remember correctly. Maybe Maybelline, get it? I did that on purpose or on accident. But this I don't feel like has changed too much. I feel like it's probably about the same. Maybe it's just decreased a little bit, but I'm going to keep using it, keep working at it. I would like to use it probably, let's say like 8 times between now and the next update. Is that a hefty goal? Maybe, but I would like to use it at least 8 times, and if I apply it multiple times a day, I think that's feasible. But definitely want this to be used up by the end of this project, which will be in December, obviously. So that's number 3. So next I added in this agave lip mask from by Beauty, and I have been using this every day. A little of this product goes a long way, so it's hard to tell, but I think I'm about a little bit further than the second marking, which is great. And I don't know how long it'll take me to use this up, probably till the end, but I've been using this every day, like before I put on any lip products, to moisturize my lips, and I just like it under lipsticks. I'm not really a fan of this at night. I think it's a little too sticky, but I think it is like a good lip thing, and I just want to use this up. And I have another one of these, which I probably wouldn't add into a project unless it was maybe next year, but I definitely want this to be gone. I want to use this, I think, 10 times. And I say 10 because I typically do use this every day. So I feel like that's an easy goal. Hopefully I remember to track my usage. That's number 4. And then this I've debated taking out of the project because I'm just not feeling it. I don't really use it. I hate liquid lipsticks. So I'm just kind of at like a crossroads with this because I'm just really not feeling this. I'm really not feeling it, but I'm going to keep it in for now. I feel like I haven't really made much progress with it. There's a little bit of like scratchings on it, but really nothing fancy. I'm going to try and use this at least 3 times. I know it's a really low goal, but I want to at least get my toes dipped in with this and see if I can use it, but it's literally not changed that much. It's number 5. And I also have the Tristique. This is their like mini shadow carry-on in Morimoto Pink Pearl. I just call it Pink Pearl. I feel like I've used a decent bit of this. I feel like, yeah, I have like a little bit more. I haven't been using this recently, so I definitely need to get back at it. And stuff, I like this for the inner corner, sometimes as a base for an eyeshadow. I love this stuff. It is amazing and stuff, but I just need to use it up. It's not something I would buy again or even receive in a sample again. I just don't really like it. I don't really use shadow crayons anymore. It's just not my style, but it's something I am trying to work with, and I think I can definitely get this used up in 1 or 2 updates if I use it consistently. Lastly, I just added this in last week. This is a gloss. This is the Aquarius gloss from ColourPop. It's what I have on my lips today. So this is what it's looking like. I guess as the first introduction of it. But I don't love this. I guess it looks good with certain looks, but I don't love this color. It's pretty, but I'm more of a nude gloss girl. It's just my thing. But I would like to use this up because I believe this is limited edition. I believe they don't even sell this anymore. And stuff. I think a lot of Kathleen's collabs have gone away. This is in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. But I would like to get this used up, and I just don't really think this is like their best gloss. It has the old packaging, which I actually like the old packaging better than newer packaging, and I feel like I do have like scratches on with this when I move it around and stuff, but I definitely need to work with this. So I would like to use this at least 10 times between now and the next update. That might be very ambitious, but I'm trying to use this almost every day, see where I can get with it. I definitely think it'll be in the project for a while, but I would love to get another one of these glosses that I'm not a huge fan of out of my collection. So that is definitely a huge goal. So this is number 8 in the last product that I will be showing my updates on. I don't know if I ever had an intro picture, but I'll try to find one in a video that I can show. But I hit pan on my butter blush, which I was so against adding a blush into the project, but I decided to because I really want to get my last Fish Citizens formula product out of my collection. So this is Butter Blush in Plum Rose. I really do like it, and it's been my everyday blush, which is why I decided to add in a project, because I'm already using it every day, and I've actually made really great progress. Like, that's a really good pan for a blush. I've been using this every day for a couple months now, and I finally hit pan on it. I was so happy when I was so happy when it happened. I was like so excited. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. And this is like pretty firmly packed, so that was like a great goal, and it was a great achievement, I guess. And I really like this, and it smells good. But obviously Physicians Formula is not cruelty free, so I'm going to be getting this out of my collection. I made pretty good progress with this. I would love for the pan to be even thicker by the next update. I'm just going to like let this one see how it goes. And yeah, that's product number 8. So as I said, there have been some revelations with this project. So I only have 8 products in, and usually, you know, I have 10 in, because 10 is halfway to 20, and I wanted to do 20 in 2020 without doing a 20 in 2020. And the other day I wanted to see like my values of everything, and I have used up $432.80 worth of products. I've estimated some of these, like I'll give you an example. Like the mud mask, I don't know how much that retails for, so I estimated about $3 or $5 by going on Sephora and kind of figuring out how much the full size costs. Same with the NARS bronzer and the Sephora mini lip liner. I kind of just did estimations, but I've used 20 products. One of them would actually be a pan the palette, but I kind of wanted to see just my panning like photos, and I've used up $432.80 all stuff like I just said, and that means I have used up, minus the Project Pan palette, or the palette, I've used up 20 things, which I was super excited and also shocked that I've hit my goal, and it's only halfway through the project. And I was so excited about that because last year I think I was close to my goal. I think I wanted to use 19, but I actually ended up using 15. So I was really excited that I already hit my goal, and I definitely have learned with project panning, like, to not push myself too hard, which has been helpful for me using more stuff, and it's amazing that I have hit my goal. But since I've hit my goal, I've kind of come to the revelation where I don't want to add more products in. I want to just try to use up whatever is left in here. I might actually take out a couple things, like I might take out the Bare Minerals liquid lipstick, but I'm going to keep everything consistent, and I'm going to try to use up these products. I'm not going to add more in, but also came to the revelation within the last couple days that because I've hit my goal, that I would be happy and open to, within the next couple months, accepting a side project pan. So I would do like a shorter project pan if somebody was like having one. I would be happy to do one. So if you have any, if you know of any project pans that are coming up, let me know. You can DM me on Instagram, you can comment on one of my pictures or my videos, you can message me, you can contact me in any way if you know of any project pans that are coming up. I think I would accept one in either August or September, or even sooner if one came up, but I would love to do like a mini project pan because I've hit my goal, and I would love to still use up more stuff. I just think it would be really exciting for me. So if you know of any projects that are coming up, let me know. Yeah, this is my project pan updates. I'm super excited to see where I'm at and stuff like that. I felt like this is a longer update than I was expecting. Maybe it's shorter, and I felt like it was super long. But I hope you enjoyed this update. I will try to update you every month. But if I don't really have many updates, I'm not going to do that. But I'm not going to be adding anything more in. I might change my mind. Like if the number gets super low, I might add stuff in, but I don't think I'm going to, because I think this stuff will probably be in for a while. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know what you've used up recently and how you're doing for your projects. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.